I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows. They know me where it snows. I skied in and they froze. I don't know nothing but no ice, I'm just cold. 40 something milli subs or so, I've been told. I'm in my prime, but this ain't even final form. They know me down, but still my feet, they find the floor. I went from living room straight up to sold out tours. Life's fire, but once I'm ready for the war. Whoa, this is how the story goes. Whoa, I guess this is how the story goes. I'm in the thick of it.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So now, before we start, I want you to download VS Code, Visual Studio Code. The link is in the description. So that's what we'll be using. So when you download it, run the setup file. So now click on I accept the agreement, click on next. Then check all of these, click on this, click on next, then click on install. So after you install this, search for VS Code and you should see Visual Studio Code here. Click on open. So now you can click to create a new file. Today I'm going to be teaching you HTML. Intro to HTML. So HTML is for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML files has the extension .html. So to create a new file, you click on the new file button, then type the file name. So I've created a new file called index.html. The extensions I'm using are Catbooking for VS Code, Code UI, GitHub Team, IntelliCode, Internal Browser, Live Server, Polar Code, and Prettier. So you can search for them in the marketplace and install them. So now we've created our new file. Doc type in HTML tells the HTML file. HTML is not a programming language. HTML is not a programming language. It is a markup language. So HTML is what browsers use to display websites. So doc type HTML, this line of code here tells the browser what type of document it is. Tells the browser this is HTML. So click on enter. So now HTML. In HTML, an HTML tag. An HTML tag is like this. So it's like this. It has a less than sign, then text around it like HTML, then a close, a greater than sign. So now HTML tags. In HTML there are two tags. Most elements have two tags. That's a starting tag and a closing tag. A start tag and an end tag. So HTML. So in an HTML document, this is where you write your HTML code. Inside this HTML, the HTML element. An HTML element is a group of tags, attributes, and contents inside the HTML start and end tag as an HTML element. So now we're going to create a body tag, no, a head tag. So a head tag is where you store the meta information of a web page. Meta information are like information the browser and search engines use to get information about your website. Like now, meta name equals to author. Name is an attribute equals to author is a value. So you can write content equals to your name. So title tells the search engine or browser title of your website. So the title here is, so we're going to be making a personal portfolio page. Okay, personal portfolio page. So there are different meta tags like author, like meta name equals to author, meta name equals to description, keywords, and more. So meta name equals to description. Okay, no, let's not use description. There's also char sets. Tells the browser the character set of your HTML code. So there are lots of char sets, character sets, but wait. Okay, sorry. Meta char set. Char set is the attribute. Then UTF-8 is the char, is the value. So now it says meta char set equals to UTF-8. So the character set we are using in this code is UTF-8. That's the most used one. So meta name equals to author. Author is Olamify. The title is my personal portfolio page. So now we're going to go ahead and create a body tag. Now this is where the main content of your HTML page is. So to go live, so you have to install live server extension. So if you've installed the live server extension, you can click on go live to preview your HTML code.
My faith in God, mine in the sun, I'm by the soul. My life is hard, I took the wheel, I cracked the code. Yeah. Ain't nobody gonna save you, man, this life will break you. In the thick of it, it's how the story goes.
Sorry about that, my mic got disconnected. So now you can press Windows left arrow key to place Visual Studio Code window on the left side of the screen. I want to split my screen on laptop. So you can press Windows right arrow key on Microsoft Edge and click on Visual Studio Code. So now I have a split screen. So I'll just make Visual Studio Code bigger. So now click on the X button. Now the body tag. Okay, now we can see that if we expand this window, we can see the title is my personal portfolio page. Now let me split the screen again. So we can see that because we've already told the browser the title. So we can also change the title. If we change the title to reflect here again, so you can see my personal page now. So we'll just reset it, Ctrl Z, and change it again. So Ctrl R, so it changes again. Now you can, but when you're using that server, you don't need to be reloading. So now, after you've written the body tag, inside the body is where the main content of your HTML code. So now we'll just leave this with, just type this, I'll explain after.
I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows. They know me where it snows, I skied in and they froze. I don't know nothing but no ice, I'm just cold. 40-something milli subs or so I've been told. I'm in my prime, but this ain't even final form. They know me down, but still my feet, they find the floor. I went from living room straight up to sold out tours. Life's fire, but once I'm ready for the war. This is how the story goes. I guess this is how the story goes. I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows. They know me where it snows, I skied in and they froze. I don't know nothing but no ice, I'm just cold. 40-something milli subs or so I've been told. From the screen to the ring, to the pen, to the king. Where's my crown, that's my bling, always drama when I ring. See, I believe that if I see it in my heart, smash through the ceiling cause I'm reaching for the stars. This is how the story goes. I guess this is how the story goes. I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows. They know me where it snows, I skied in and they froze. I don't know nothing but no ice, I'm just cold. 40-something milli subs or so I've been told. Highway to heaven, I'm just cruising by my lawn. They cast me out, left me for dead and people cold. My faith in God, mine in the sun, I'm by the soul. My life is hard, I took the wheel, I cracked the code. Yeah. Ain't nobody gonna save you, man, this life will break you. In the thick of it, it's how the story goes. I'm in the thick of it. I don't know nothing but no ice, I'm just cold. 40 something milli subs or so I've been told. I'm in the thick of it, everybody.
Okay, after that long code, it's not by force you use this link here. You can just write google.com in case you can't write that. So now I'll explain.
I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows. They know me where it snows, I skied in and they froze. I don't know nothing but no ice, I'm just cold. 40 something milli subs or so I've been told. I'm in my prime, but this ain't even final form. They know me down, but still my feet, they find the floor. I went from living room straight up to sold out tours. Life's fire, but once I'm ready for the war. Whoa, this is how the story goes. Whoa, I guess this is how the story goes. I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows. They know me where it snows, I skied in and they froze. I don't know nothing but no ice, I'm just cold. 40 something milli subs or so I've been told. From the screen to the ring, to the pen, to the king. Where's my crown, that's my bling, always drama when I ring. See, I believe that if I see it in my heart, smash through the ceiling cause I'm reaching for the stars. Whoa, this is how the story goes. I guess this is how the story goes. I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows. They know me where it snows, I skied in and they froze. I don't know nothing but no ice, I'm just cold. 40 something milli subs or so I've been told. Highway to heaven, I'm just cruising by my lawn.
So as you can see, as I click that link, it took me to WhatsApp to message anybody. So now let's continue. So this is a heading. To make headings, there are 6 different types of headings in HTML. There is H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. So here is H2. Make the H2. We'll just write heading 2. So they get smaller by number. H6 is the smallest heading. I just want to copy this.
I don't know nothing but no ice, I'm just cold. 40 something milli subs or so I've been told. I'm in my prime, but this ain't even final form. They know me down, but still my feet, they find the floor. I went from living room straight up to sold out tours. Life's fire, but once I'm ready for the war. Whoa, this is how the story goes.
Okay guys, now you can see this is a heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, heading 5, heading 6. So they get smaller by number. So instead of writing heading 1, write H1 for the biggest heading, H2 for the second biggest, H3 for the third to the largest, H4 for the fourth, H5 for the fifth, and H6 for the sixth. So like that. There is no H7 downwards, it's just H1 to H6. So now P is used to define a paragraph. So P is for paragraphs. We use in HTML, some elements don't have a closing tag, an end tag. like the BR elements. It does not have an end tag. It's just like you are typing enter in Word, Microsoft Word. But BR creates a line break, so it goes to the next line. So you can see as I type it went to the next line. So I can still type in this line. So if I write, this is a paragraph. Okay, let's write lorem to put random words so that we can see. So normally it will go to the next line here. It won't go to the next line. So once I remove the BR element, okay, wait, so we can see how the code is piled up. Now we want to make it fine. Now you can use Alt Z. So now Alt Z or Alt Z, or you can just come to View, Appearance, and you can click on Word Wrap. I haven't seen it. Okay, I've seen it here. It's right here. So you can click on Word Wrap. So I'm going to leave it on. It makes it finer. So now you can use BR, create a line break. So now we can see this heading move to the next line, the heading that I typed. So BR. Now another element in HTML is the B element for making text bold. The B element has a closing tag. So you can it's a closing tag or not. Okay, see, the meta element, it does not have a closing tag. Other elements like input, HR, that's horizontal rule, and more, they don't have a closing tag. So now, how to make an horizontal rule? Use the HR element. So now it's made an horizontal rule here. So we can see, well, it's kind of good. So I want you to pause and hit that subscribe button. Also, I have a promo going on. So I'll give you time to read this. You can pause the video and read it. So I'm leaving now. So now this the A tag. The A tag has an attribute. Okay, let me code it here. Remember, the HR tag does not have a closing tag, but the A tag has a closing tag. The A is used to define links. Link to WhatsApp. No, let's write Google. So now we want to take this link to the next line. This link to Google, you want to take it to the next line. So just write BRE. So it will go to the next line. So now this link to Google, we can normally when you click a link, it's supposed to take you somewhere, but it does not take you anywhere. That is because you have not told the browser where it should go. So to tell the browser, you use the href tag, the href attribute, sorry. So you can see now I put href. So normally when you click it, it's not give you anyway because it does not have a value. So we have to give the href attribute a value. So we'll give it the value. The value will be the link to where you want to take the user to. So I want to take the user to google.com. So you can see this link is purple because I've gone to google.com before on Microsoft Edge. So normally a link is purple when you have visited it before, and it is blue when you have never visited it. So you can see it took me to google.com. So there are other links and all that. There are other types of value for href. So I'm going to show you guys that later.
I'm just cold. 40 something milli subs or so I've been told. From the screen to the ring to the pen to the king. Where's my crown? That's my bling. Always drama.
So now you can see google.com. So I visited it before. Next, I'm going to be showing you images. To add an image in HTML, you use the image tag. So you first type less than image, img, not image. So we're going to add an image file in this folder. So you can just snap yourself with the camera. Then go to your picture folder. So now I have a picture here now. So you can drag it to VS Code. So I've dragged it here. So now we can see the picture is here. So now to add an image, wait, I want to rename my picture. You can press F2 to rename it. So I'm going to name it simple image. So now I've renamed it. So now to add an image, just like you use the href to tell the browser where to link the file to, we use the src for images. So we type src. So I'm going to type the name of the file. That's if the file is in your folder, same folder, you can just write the name of the file. So you can see it here. So the image also has another attribute. It's called the alt. It's the alt attribute. So to add another attribute, you just type space then alt. The image element does not have a closing tag. So you just press space then alt equals to colon sorry. quotes, double quotes. So alt tag is the alternate. So if the image was not found, so you can see the name of the image here, simple image.png. So if the image wasn't found, or is invalid, or is not supported, or there was an error displaying it, so this is the text it will show. So it will show this text, the text in this value. So I'll just write oops, image not found, error, there was an error displaying your image. So the value can literally be almost anything. So we can just reload this. So we cannot see the image well. So now we cannot still see it. It's still too big. So if you want to reduce the size, there's another attribute. The attributes are the width and height. So width is equals to, the value is a number, so you can be the number of pixels you want. So the width, I'm setting it to 500. So you can also set the height. So the height, I'm going to set it to, you don't need to set the height, you can just type auto. So it will just go with the normal dimensions of the image, but set the width to 500. The width can also be 1000 depending on how you want it. So me, I like mine like this. So you can write auto for height. You can also write auto for width. That's if you want to specify the height. Or they can put auto. Before it was normal, it was auto. The default value, if you don't write the attributes, is auto. But since I wrote the attributes, still auto. So we can do without the height tag. So we can see it didn't change, but let's just leave it. So if I can also write both of them to be values. I can also write height equals 500, but it doesn't look so great. So I just write auto. So now, also the A tag, it has another attribute, target. The target attribute. So target equals to double quotes. So target equals to, the target tells it where to open it. So I want to open it. I want to open the link in the new. So if I want to open the link in a new tab, so I can just type underscore. Okay, if you are looking for the underscore button in your keyboard, look in the top row keys, the upmost row key. After QWERTY your the number row key. So after 0, you can see minus, and you can see another dash on top of the minus. So you can just press shift and minus, so it will give you underscore. If you can't find it, you can just write it in the comments. I'll help you locate it. So now target equals to underscore blank. So if you write underscore blank, it will open the link in a new tab. Like now, if I click it, you see this is the old tab, this is the new tab. So it opened the link in a new tab. If I write underscore self, it opens it in the same tab. So it is the normal default value is underscore self. The other values are somehow advanced, so I'll teach you in another tutorial. So like this, I covered HTML elements, the doc type, the HTML element, HTML tags. Okay, a HTML tag is this. This is an HTML tag. Whether it is the start tag or the end tag, whether it has a closing tag or not, it's just this is an HTML tag. So an HTML attribute, this is an HTML attribute. This is the value of an attribute. So we can see that now. So I've covered all that. I've covered meta, the head tag, where the browser gets information. So the body tag, where the main content of the HTML is displayed. So there are still more. H1, I covered headings, paragraphs, links, horizontal rules, line breaks, links, and images. So there's still a lot to HTML. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like the video. So bye for now.